Welcome everybody to week 3 of the Rainbow Challenge. It feels like we should have seen rainbows yesterday, with lots of heavy rain and then bright sunshine. I wonder if you saw rainbows this weekend. So here we are at week 3, and this week needs very few instructions. So you do have 1 video, 2 videos, but most of the instructions for this week are super easy. So first of all, it's sport. And we should have been, if the world was normal this year, watching the Olympics, lots of us. Probably quite early in the morning because they would have been in Japan. And in the Olympics there are all sorts of different sports. I thought that perhaps this week you could design your own garden Olympics for everyone in your family to do, to compete against. Maybe not the running things, because you might need lots of space for that and you might not want to race each other, and we might do some running later on in the summer. But this week would have been a week in the Olympics of lots of field events. And the field events are the things that happen outside of the running track, or in the middle of the running track. So they might be things like the javelin or the shot put. I wonder how many sports you know are in the Olympics. And I wonder whether you can design things that are almost like 3 or 4 or 5 of those sports. So you might think of javelin and you might make paper aeroplanes and have a paper aeroplane competition for the javelin. Or you might put you might have little balls already, little footballs or tennis balls, and they go quite far, so you don't want to throw those, but a shot put is quite heavy. So if you had maybe some rice, and you had rice in a nicely carefully tied bag, not the one you put holes in the first week, but if you had something that had some weight and you put it in a food bag, and you put that food bag in a sock and you wrapped it up 2 or 3 times in a sock, maybe that would be quite a good shot for a shot put. How far can, and remember, to throw a shot put you have to start with it underneath your chin and spin round before you let go of it, see how far it can go. Or maybe you think about the hurdles or the marathons where you, or maybe not marathon's running again, but things like the hurdles where you have to jump over things. How many little things can you build outside in your garden to jump over if there's like an obstacle course? Maybe you could not so much dance, but maybe if there's more than one of you, maybe you could do a synchronized routine like the swimmers do in the water. Have a think about what activities, what sports there are in the Olympics, and what you can design as your own garden Olympics. 3 or 4 or 5 sports, and then get everybody to compete. I wonder who will win.